Welcome back to Hanging in the Hideout. Welcome if it's your first time. This is a podcast for regular people by regular people. If you want to follow us on social media, you can find all the links in the description. Now on for the show, with the show, whatever. I have here today Dro and Mrs. Dro.
Mama Dro.
Or
Mama Dro. Damn it. I already screwed up. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Oh,
I appreciate y'all taking the Sunday, like this relaxing day, which y'all both look very relaxed. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
And y'all came here to this den I call the Hideout, and we're going to just have a good little time.
Bet. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. So, what have y'all done today? Just out of curiosity.
Came out here.
Yeah,
That's it?
that's it.
That's a relaxing day.
So
Here it is in the afternoon.
we don't get much time together. So this morning she made a quiche for brunch, and we ate that, of course, and then just kind of hung out with each other.
I hadn't had quiche in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes
I watch
it-
him play
she-
video games on Sundays.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, video games?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't know you gamed.
Oh yeah.
He's a single player. He doesn't get online. And
Oh.
do stuff.
I don't like
Oh,
people
what
enough
game?
to get online. Do it.
What game?
Currently, I'm playing Days Gone. It's a apocalyptic style game, and not only you fighting like zombies, the apocalypse, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you also have like real people that you're having to fight to, and there's like little villages or whatnot, around that are set up. Camps is what they call them.
Oh, okay.
And there's some good leaders and some bad leaders, and you're what's called a drifter. So you're just out there on a bike and you're collecting shit and bringing it back to the camps and basically killing zombies.
What format is this on? Is this like cell phone
PS5.
game? Oh, okay. So this is an actual game.
Yeah.
Is it newer, older? I've never even heard
No,
of
it's
it.
actually a PS4 game, but it's been remastered for the PS5.
Hmm.
But I also like to play the God of War games, and I'm sure you've heard of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would like those.
Well, me either.
Yeah.
I mean, raw. But
Right.
anyway, goes in my bloodline, But at any rate, my favorite God of War, of course, is Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
have you played?
No, I'm an Xbox guy.
Okay, you can play it on Xbox.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I thought it was strictly PlayStation.
No, they have a conversion to where you can play on Xbox, because my oldest boy is an Xbox guy, and my youngest boy is a PlayStation guy.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You have any games?
My games are silly. I play Spyro,
Spider. Okay, yeah.
Tack, and the Power of the Juju. Those are old games. Those are
Yep.
like PS2 games.
Like Jewish power?
No.
Oh.
It's the Juju. It's a little plant or
JU.
It's a plant or something. I don't know. They're silly games. But
You act like you just met me.
I know, right?
So Dro and I mean, we worked together, have for years.
Yes.
When I was upstairs as a detective, we didn't work so much together, but I came back down and we got to share our time together, which we'll go further into detail, but that's how we kind of know each other. And then Mama Dro, I had to think of the name. Mama Dro was or is a dispatcher, a first responder in the world of dispatch.
first responder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
the gateway to everything. Speaking of which, how many years do you have as dispatcher?
12, I believe.
And that's with us?
No. Well, I've worked for several agencies prior. I've only been with our current agency 2 years. It'll be 3 years this November-ish.
And you have more years than that, because you
only-
started in Dublin whenever I came up here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. You'll get used to
Okay,
it.
so yeah, maybe it's more like 13 or 14 years. I don't know.
And you only been with ours for 3?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, not even quite 3.
I don't know why it feels like I guess because
Because the other
previous,
agency,
I guess
yeah,
that's what it is.
we
It just
still
blends
knew each
together
other.
in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there for like 11 years.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense because I was like, I worked with her forever. How is it only 3 years?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, okay. And before that, you were what?
Paramedic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. I never knew
Mhm.
that until I think Amanda brought it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But tell me a little bit about that. Was that local here?
No, we didn't move here till he got on with this agency, and I just kind of skipped around, worked a lot of Central West Texas areas, So pay wasn't great, so you just go where the money is, sort of.
Is it like a good profession?
It's a great profession. I loved it. I mean, I miss it. I miss it every day, but pay was horrible, and I'm too old for that stuff now. Back and shoulders and hips, and that's a young man's game.
But back whenever you were running it, though, the pay wasn't good, but the calls were phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, she got experience that you're not going to get around here.
Yeah. I've seen some stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
And in case maybe I didn't make it clear, this is the first husband and wife interview
that's cool.
or podcast one. So that's cool because I can already feel a different dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
God, y'all are so in love.
Yeah, we are.
I almost want a fake hand over here to hold. But we'll go into your relationship.
Just bring your
later,
wife in to stand in the corner.
Yeah. What are you doing? Just holding her hand. Yeah. No, my wife and I are close, but we're nothing like y'all. Y'all should hold counseling sessions for married people.
You are not the first person that said that.
Yeah, because I'd never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
I don't remember which anniversary did you have downtown in the building.
Oh, that was our 25th.
25th. Yeah.
That was a fun party, man.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was. That was our 25th, but we've been married for 33 now.
Yeah. I know. Time flies.
Time flies.
So how long did you do the EMS thing? Sorry to bounce back.
That
just popped in my head.
18, 20 years, somewhere around there.
18 to 20 years. You did the EMS thing?
Yeah.
Holy cow. So you've been like first responder-ish nature, like the whole...
Yeah, since like 1994 is when I got into EMS.
When's your retirement date? Do you have one?
For PD?
Just, to pull the plug and say...
As soon as he promotes.
Oh,
maybe.
As soon as?
No. I've always given him a hard time. You heard it here first. No.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, she said when I get to my next level, she's going to stay home.
And more power to you. If I could, golly.
Now, I'd probably work for a while after that, and just with what he would be making at that time, I'd just take all my checks and put them back for
about a year, and then she can stay at home.
Shoot, build that little nest egg.
Yeah.
Cruise egg. It's called a cruise egg.
Egg,
we're going to go over your cruises because I know that's one thing y'all like.
Vacation. That's a great word.
Oh, and I need to do more of it. I got tons of time. Before I went upstairs, man, I was zero like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have it just flowing out my ears. I'm like, well, I need to burn some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hold any other positions other than EMS and dispatch, or did you do anything else in between or during?
Not really.
Mama.
I mean, I've had a bunch of little part-time jobs because, like I said, EMS didn't pay anything. I was actually a line chef for a little while at a 5-star restaurant at a hunting lodge in a little town known for their dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it's funny, like every time I do this, I learn something about everybody that even though I've known them for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess it's an opportunity to actually sit down and talk, which I don't have that opportunity very often.
Yeah.
You know the life.
Oh, yeah. I do.
Go.
Yeah.
And then go again.
Yeah. And then what? You didn't sleep? Well, it's time to go.
Right.
So, yeah, that's basically it.
Awesome. So what's like, I don't know what I meant by this question. You ever been confused by something you typed?
100%.
Yeah, well, this is 100%
Have you read my notes?
Yeah.
He says yes every time you send him a call.
Yeah. There's a Klingon doing what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I put on here, do y'all still have Oh, yeah, I know what the patrol. Do y'all still have Sunday lunch together?
No.
That went away with
when you and the others,
took
everybody left, and the lieutenant we had went to another shift. Just kind of fizzled out.
That's a shame. I was just
we
curious.
loved it. I loved it
because that's something I looked forward to.
Yeah, me too.
Every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought I took that question as like you too. I'm like, why would I be asking if they have Sunday lunch together?
No.
But anyway, have you ever been dispatching for our agency while he's on the street on the same shift?
Yes.
And what's that like?
I don't think I ever got him sent to like real hot calls, so it wasn't real nerve wracking.
I just didn't know if it was something that you would, like when you do dispatch them, like it clicks different than just, like if you're sending me.
Well, you can tell him about when you worked at the other agency, and
Time stopped that night when there was that big party downtown and the shots were fired and all of that. It's been many years ago.
One of the security guards at that venue got hit in the leg, and I ended up chasing the guy down.
Okay, yeah.
And he jumped in the car.
You're talking about local here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right down. Well, it happened
down the street.
Yeah, and then we ran down that street and then that other street.
Yeah.
You
could say streets.
Okay.
I mean, if it's
so, run up Johnson and then down Lee and caught him in Lee when he jumped in the passenger side of the car.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I was working at the other agency that night. That was kind of heart stood still. You don't expect your husband to come across the radio and hear shots fired.
Yeah. Because the worst to hear is the silence.
Oh, yeah.
Like that
it was 45 minutes. I tell him it was 45 minutes till he said anything.
No, it wasn't.
And I don't know if I took a breath in that 45 minutes, but
I told her as long as it took me to run 4 blocks and get the car stopped with the people in it, I keyed right back up on the radio.
45 minutes.
And then I said, and then I had other officers show up right there that was also working the event, and we got them all together. And she swears it's 45 minutes. I'm like, no, it wasn't. But to her, I could understand.
I was about to say, when she's anticipating something coming over that radio, I can see some like the adrenaline moments.
Sure.
Man, I was fighting that guy for 10 minutes. Dude, it was like 3 seconds.
Right.
But yeah, like I was actually on 911 with another caller when he said that. And, of course, we've got our 2 ears, our listening ears. And so and my brain kind of went, and then I could hear myself going, I was still talking to somebody and I had to finish up what I was doing.
Yeah. and Dro, how many years of service do you have total?
28.
28 freaking years, man. Yeah. And I know it's with multiple agencies. How many?
Well, technically 3. My first career
there's a technical?
Yeah. My first career my first job I started in my career was with a little 3-man department in a town of 1,300 people. The drawback to that is I was kin to over half the people in that town. The other half know me since I was about that tall. And after 11 months of working there, and I've arrested cousins and everything else, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
So I moved.
That's got to be weird.
Oh, it's very weird. Oh, I have an aunt that is very dear to my heart that wouldn't talk to me for over, a year or 2 years.
Yeah, it was a while. And
she would, because I arrested her son.
Yeah,
for
I was about to
methamphetamines.
say son. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
there was a lot of family squabbles.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking nothing away or nothing, but my cousin was a sack, and he had meth on him, and I told him before I ever started working there, hey, I'm going to be coming to work here. Don't be doing that stuff in town. And sure enough, I caught him with it, and it was 368 grams.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Mandel.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So he used and sold, and all the profits he got from selling, he used. Yeah. He was a sack.
Yeah.
But at any rate, she finally got over everything, and forgave me and blah, 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 which was good. So I moved 20 miles up the road to a larger agency of a whopping 10-man department.
Yeah. Moving on up.
You bet.
Hey, we
Call
didn't
you
know,
Mr. Jefferson.
You bet.
We didn't know how to act with a stoplight in the town. I
Boy,
mean,
dang, 2 stoplights.
2 stoplights.
Yeah.
That's right.
They'll be like, old man Dro's going to be sitting at that light.
You bet. But really, Hollywood, excuse me, stupid allergies.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will tell you, working for that little 10-man department was probably one of the best things for my career.
How so?
Well, I've got so many opportunities there that I wouldn't have gotten at a larger department. Like where I'm at now, I wouldn't have got to go through as fast as I did in that little department. So when I started off in that little department, of course, I started off as a street rat like everybody else, right? And so I'm running patrol. Well, I'm out there, and of course, you know, a young officer, what does a young officer do? I want to run and gun. I want to throw everybody in jail and make the world a safer place and serve justice, and God bless us all, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's what I was doing. And quickly found out that I had a niche for catching dope. And I was knocking down significant loads coming through. In the little town where I lived, there was 2 major pipelines that came through there that crossed right downtown, east and west and north and south, drug lines. And so I was popping dope all the time. And I mean, like I was popping sugar cookie cocaine. I was popping white powder cocaine, you know, marijuana. And when I say I'm popping like 50 to 60 pounds of weed, you
Dang.
know, and
We've got lots of pictures.
That's a lot of weed.
yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah.
weed.
I got 50 pounds once. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it would be so big.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, as we kept rolling, opportunity came along that the local sheriff's department in that area, somebody donated them a new drug dog, so they gave their drug dog to us. And my chief said, "Hey, you're going to go to school to be a canine." I'm like, "I'm down with it." And I'll tell you her name because she's dead, but my dog's name was Donna, and she was a fawn-colored Belgian Malinois, and she was the best drug detection dog I've ever seen in my career.
So you say fine colored?
Fawn.
Oh, okay.
That
Like a deer.
blonde
I was
color.
about to say, I didn't know we graded dogs based on their looks.
It's a fine color.
Shoot.
Shoot, baby. No, but you know,
the
no,
other
no,
one,
no.
she's just all right.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other one's
yeah.
all right, but she
Yeah.
was fine. No, fawn as in a deer.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. Anyway, and with her, I was being called out. My chief said, "You've got a 100-mile radius. You know, anybody calls you, you go." I'm like, cool. So our local area task force down in that area would call me night and day, and I was popping loads, you know, anywhere from 100 to 300 pounds of weed. The biggest load that I got on my own with Donna of a hard substance was 26 keys out of a 18-wheeler. Loved it.
Where was it hidden? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, it was up underneath the sleeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, without getting too far off the rails here, I got to experience that by being in a small department like that. And my chief was all about sending me to every training he could think of. In that little town of 13, or that one was less than 5,000. That little town of less than 5,000, he sent me to a gang relations class.
Gang relations, like.
Yeah, as in,
Like
How-
a liaison
yeah,
type.
like how to interact with gangs,
Oh, okay.
law enforcement
Okay.
interacting with gangs, you know. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
There was a lot of little wannabes, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
there was, but there was no need for that. I mean, unless you
Hey.
talk about the competition of the milkers, but other than that, Dairyland.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. It's like milkers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dairyland is where it was at. But through that, I got to experience a lot and learn a lot, and I quickly was promoted up to corporal and then sergeant, which sergeant in that department equated as assistant chief
Oh, wow.
because there was a corporal, a sergeant, and the chief.
Wow. That's.
And the last 6 years, I guess I was there, my chief turned everything over, just dumped it in my lap, said, "It's all yours." I'm talking budget, everything. And I was over code enforcement, dispatch, patrol,
Animal control.
animal
No,
control.
we had animal control.
Yeah, I was over all that.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
He was never home.
No.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I bet that ate up every bit of
Oh, yeah.
free
It did.
time.
It did.
I tell everybody, we didn't see each other for like the first 20 years of our marriage.
Man. Well, maybe
Because-
that's how it's lasted so long. I'm just joking.
No, really.
Just
Because
joking.
I worked out of town, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
all these other little agencies. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
So I would work out of town and on the ambulance, and a 24-hour shift turns into, oh, somebody called in. Now it's a 48-hour shift, and somebody else has called in. So now it's another shift. I think 96 hours was the longest I ever pulled on a shift.
Ugh.
And so, yeah, but we never saw each other.
Yeah. Oh, with all those responsibilities and you running, yeah. You running and gunning on the box.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know that you were canine. I may,
Mm-hmm.
I think vaguely you told me before, but I may have forgotten it. Or
Stop by my office. I got pictures.
yeah, okay.
We got lots of good pictures.
And you said, so how long did your first agency? You were there how long?
My first agency, 11 months. My
Okay.
second agency, almost 13 years. Then I came to where I'm presently at. Excuse me. I've been here for 15.
Yeah. God.
That's crazy. I
It
didn't
is-
feel like we've been here for that long.
No, it doesn't. And out of everywhere I've worked, it seems like I kind of just started where I'm at now, but it's been 15 years.
Yeah. The time is
Yeah.
accelerated
Oh,
and
yeah.
has no
Yeah.
breaks. Like
Mhm.
every day that I'm home, it's like a blink of an eye and then I'm back at work.
Yep.
It's like, that's where I live. This is where I visit.
Right. Exactly.
So how many, like different jobs or whatnot have you held throughout? You said K9.
K9, and then I was an interdiction officer. My title also was gang relations officer. And then if we're talking about all the departments and everything, or all three of the departments I've worked at, training coordinator, good Lord, I'm going blank, FTO, of course, and I miss my FTO days. I really do. But anyway,
It's fun molding young minds.
it is. It really is. I mean, people don't get that, but to me, it's exciting to watch them grow.
Yeah.
You know,
If they grow.
if they
Yeah.
grow.
I mean, just like a plant, you can water it, you can provide fertilizer, but sometimes you just got to take
Sometimes
a shit
they
on
just
it.
don't
and-
have the will.
hey, and those scrawny plants that don't make it, got to be
Yeah.
plucked.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
You're taking nutrients for the others.
You're right. You're right. But accident reconstructionist, man, I honestly couldn't tell you. I've got certificates.
But you're
81 operator.
are you still defensive tactics? Or,
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
what all those do you hold
So currently
on the training side?
Yeah, currently I hold certifications as an instructor for pepper ball, pepper spray, and defensive tactics. Well, in our defensive tactics program, I've got 4 different certifications in it. Ground fighting, close combatives, I'm going blank on the other 2. But anyway, needless to say, over 28 years, I've been fortunate to be able to accumulate a lot of training, a lot of certificates, a lot of,
You're also firearms,
oh yeah.
range, math,
So
whatever,
before
all
I
that
came
is.
here, I became a TCOL certified firearms instructor.
Firearms.
all
Firearms.
these titles.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got like this big thing on it. He has to
Yeah.
have like 3 cards just to have all his titles.
Right.
on it.
So in the assessment center, is it easy to fit all that crap in there? Because they don't expand the time.
Right.
5 minutes.
They do not. So what I do is I put it all up on the board and I highlight it.
Yeah.
I only hit the highlights.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
as things mount on me, I'm sitting there like,
So did I-
this is going to take some summary.
Did you see the presentation that I did for my last assessment board?
Huh.
So the very last slide says qualities that I think a leader should hold. And the first one is like the letter P, and it should be personality. And anyway, as you go down, the first letter of each word I highlighted, and it says pick me.
Yeah, I was about to say you're just going to
Subliminal.
spell something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. I might use that.
But see,
Be like, oh, that's not original.
well,
Yeah.
I pointed it out to him. And I said, that's just to show you that I do have humor, and I believe that's something a leader should have.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
as
worked.
as you can see,
It's worked.
I mean, yes, there needs to be a nice balance
yes, I agree.
because leading by an iron fist doesn't always work,
No,
but the mixture of the two are pretty good.
How
It
many-
keeps that whole like a respect thing, like, hey, we're operating with respect. You cross the line,
right.
it's going to hurt a little bit, and then we'll go back to respect.
How many years do you have in?
I am on my 21st,
Yeah.
almost completed it.
So even, back whenever you started and I started, that's the way it was. I mean, we were ruled with an iron fist,
Yes.
especially a rookie coming in. You didn't stand a chance. You had to be thick iron skinned to make it.
Oh, yeah.
And nowadays it's welcoming arms. Come on in. We love you all.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me, and it's not my preferred method. I miss, but the humor and the respect and all have.
Yes.
That's the new
Mhm.
way. I don't consider people's feelings when I'm doing things.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at the job or what they've done, not the person that did it.
Right.
So that way it keeps it fair. Like if anyone did this, here's how I'd react.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that we have to squash them all down like bugs. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
But there should still be that line. Used to when somebody was hired before they got sent to the academy, you didn't know what their names were.
Right. You didn't know anything about them.
Right.
You didn't even just nothing. But
Yeah.
yes, I do know that's different. And I will voice my irritation on that. And I have at the firearms range whenever visiting and
Yes.
all the officers out there picking up brass and new guys are just sitting and having a snack at the picnic table talking. I'm like, okay, is this where we are now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I was ready for that bullwhip, but of course I realized this on the return back with the brass. And I was like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's time to change this.
Yeah.
They're not in my realm yet. They'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
But they're grown men. That's the whole thing. I look at it, they're grown men, but
But are
they
they?
need
But
to
are they?
understand.
Are they?
They're supposed to be. I don't know these guys, and that's the way I like it.
Mhm.
I like not knowing them. But yeah. So there is one thing, a debate that's been taking place for years now, probably about 2 or 3 between you and me. You and I, sorry.
That's okay. The grammar Nazi's not here.
Yeah.
You're
I looked at the camera like,
Can
see?
you say that
Yeah.
on air?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you're
I
not,
didn't know if
he's
you
not
could
really a Nazi.
No, he's just
Gra-
a grammar Nazi.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Did you fart on me at defensive tactics that day?
No, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
He's whining. You
No.
did.
Hand to God, you did.
No.
When
it-
I bent you over, you went.
Oh.
No. because everybody thought it was me, and I jumped on it. I was like, no, that wasn't me. Like I didn't even realize it happened until someone showed me the recording.
That's
I was
not
like,
what he told me when he came home.
oh, so you even told her after you got home?
Oh, 100%. He tells me everything.
What did I tell you?
yeah.
He
What
farted
did
on
what
you.
did he
Oh
tell you?
yes, that he farted on me,
I'm pretty sure you farted on me.
brother. I'm hand to God. I did not fart on you.
We were.
You farted on me.
I was just curious. I thought we would settle this. Evidently, we're just gonna keep going back and forth, maybe through an arm wrestling or something.
Because if you think the
Yeah.
position you were in when I squished down, that's when you went.
no, you were on top of me.
I know
I was looking
on
in
top
your
of you.
eyes. I was looking in your eyes, and you looked at, and I grabbed, and I was trying to get you off me because we were doing defensive tactics.
Well, it sounds like you were the one doing the straining.
I know he was trying to hold back my force. I mean, he was straining just as much.
Me? Nah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, go ahead.
No, he's solid as a rock. I'll tell you that. Ooh. Anyway.
Oh, so that was really
Okay.
loud.
Okay.
I tried to hold it. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
me too. And when I said it, I was like, God, I can't stop saying things like that. But no,
You're not in the right company to say
I know,
anything.
I know. But there was some strain, and I remember him looking at me in the eyes and smiling at me like, "You gonna get me off you?" And he took a shit on me.
No.
Yeah.
I looked him in the eyes
No,
like,
that's
are
not-
you going to do your job and get you off me? And he says,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, there is
okay, that got me off.
there is a
tactic.
tactic that I've learned.
There you go.
There's a tactic. It's called defense to feces. When it all else fails, you shit yourself, and the guy will probably leave you alone.
That's probably
Hey.
true.
So-
That's probably true.
I mean, they've done it. I mean,
Thanks, Gremlin. I'm sorry I didn't introduce you. Podcast Gremlin is here, running all the sounds.
yay.
Yay!
And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah. Man, after that, I've kind of thrown off what. No, I don't have my hell timer because I failed to set it. Just 29. Dang. Okay.
Dang, already?
Yeah, it goes by fast. Get ready.
Is there like a speed question round or something?
No, we're gonna. Yeah, here we go. If you could instantly teleport to anywhere, where would your first place that you would go?
Ireland.
Ireland.
Our 100%.
Why is that?
It's beautiful. I love it. The people are fantastic.
I want to go to Ireland.
Well,
Do
when,
it.
when we went in
Do
09,
it. That's all I can tell you.
that's
Just
all we
do it.
That's all we talked about was, what would it take for us to be able to actually buy a house here and retire here? We figured out how we could do it because there is enough Irish blood in us to be able to do that and become a citizen there. However, that takes us away from our granddaughter and our parents and our kids, and so
Mhm.
that's not going to happen.
And you have to give up your citizenship to live in
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
But when he and I first met in college, and we went riding around that first night, and we talked for hours. No, seriously.
Oh.
Don't be making those faces.
Oh,
Seriously.
I mean, you said riding around. I'm like,
Yeah. No, we just
No, seriously, we actually
I think it
went
was like
riding
5-6 hours. We just cruised and talked. Oh, sorry, I'm just
you'll learn. Yeah.
But we had both said when we were talking about places we want to go and places we want to see that attack turkeys out there.
Yeah, no.
It was just-
Sorry, that was
No.
distracting because
Yeah.
I
but Ireland was the first place him and I both said we wanted to go and see, and so it took us some years, but we got there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that good?
It's that great.
It is.
It's
So
phenomenal.
while we were there, we took like 1,400 pictures between the two of us, and
Oh,
that's not
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
We were there like for 11 days. The pictures do not do it justice,
No.
dude.
I say that on every motorcycle trip I go on.
Yeah.
It's just like you got to live it to feel it.
Absolutely.
But anybody ever tells me there's one place they've always wanted to go, man, just do it. Because
That's
if you don't, you're gonna regret it.
Amanda and I. She cannot. It's not that I'm afraid to fly. I hate flying. So whenever they
It's an
say,
overnight flight. Take a couple of Benadryl, go
well,
to
that's
sleep.
what I'm
you
saying.
wake
It's
up in
like
Ireland.
whenever you're 13 hours in this little capsule, it's just like, oh, I get cramped up sitting here, you know? So it's like one of those, you're stuck in it.
Pay
There's
for the extra leg room.
Yes.
and I may, but Ireland is the place I would actually suffer
Do
the
it.
trip.
Do
She
it.
wanted to go to Hawaii for our 10th anniversary. And I was like, I don't want to sit on their plane for 8.5 hours for stinking island.
So we did
Well,
for our 30th.
Ireland's an island.
I was about to say that, but not for Hawaii.
Yeah.
Roast
We've been there
marshmallows in a
too.
volcano. I mean,
I'd rather go back to Ireland than Hawaii.
Yeah. Although Maui was beautiful, before it burned up. but
Yeah,
It was
before the fire.
beautiful, but I would still Ireland 100%.
Did you get laid when you got off the plane?
I did.
Yeah.
And
was a
when I got
joke,
to the
folks.
hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
Slow
Yeah.
reactions.
I got to work on that. But yeah. Very cool.
You need
Um,
that canned laughter. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. What one object in your home are you most embarrassed about owning? No objects?
Nothing embarrasses me.
I bought a selfie stick when they were real popular. I was kind of ashamed of that.
Yeah, you should have been.
I don't- What for? I'm just curious. Do you
For
Do
when we were
selfies?
traveling.
actually? That makes sense because it is kind of a pain in the ass to like do the whole, to get faces
Yeah.
all the way in there.
People that do selfies suck.
Hey, we do selfies everywhere we go. I make you.
You suck.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Surprise.
Surprise!
Who is the most famous person that you've ever met?
I met the stars of Supernatural, Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki, and Misha Collins.
Can I chime in on that?
No,
Yeah,
you may
absolutely.
not.
No,
No, sir.
absolutely.
No, sir.
Absolutely.
No, sir.
Mute her.
You hush it. No.
So about that,
You weren't there. You don't know.
I got a son that witnessed it and did the same thing you did. She fangirled big time.
Oh.
Locked
big time,
down.
big time.
I'm talking locked
Big time.
down like a woman's penitentiary.
Yeah.
Like there's no getting in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to just tell you this story.
Yeah, tell me
because
it.
now he's
Tell
open.
me it.
My youngest son and I went to this convention. It was
What kind of convention?
It's a supernatural convention for the TV show, not like supernatural paranormal
okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
It was just for the TV show, And the guys were there and all the cast was there. And I'd paid for us to get pictures made with the 3 main characters. And so we were standing in line and we were listening to all these, what we were saying, little girls just screaming and squealing and giggling and oh my God, there they are, look at them. And we're like, look at them acting all dumb and why are they acting like that? They're just people. So we get up and they're just running you through like cattle, So it's just, we get up there and it's finally our turn and the first person there is Misha Castiel. And he reaches out and he grabs my hand like this and he says, hi. And I went,
Whoosh.
Yeah.
and that was it. That was it. No more. I mean, no more.
That's great.
Sound like a toilet. Whoosh.
Yeah, I just,
I met my favorite singer, rock singer and all.
Who?
Justin Furstenfeld from Blue October.
Okay, cool.
Met him at a bar in Denton, and
And Ken knows everybody, so he's not.
It wasn't what
impressed
I
with fame.
thought.
Yeah.
It was his manager got on to me because he said I could take a picture with us, you know, and I pull out my phone. He's like, "No pictures," and ruins the picture. And I was like, "All right, douchebags." I still like them though.
Managers are.
Well, I've been fortunate. I've met a lot of quote famous people. Baby Bush. Yeah.
Never heard him called Baby George, but
Well,
GW.
little
GW.
Little Bush, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. Whatever you call the junior. How's that?
I like Little Bush.
Okay, Little Bush too.
Yeah.
But anyway, Rick Perry, when he was governor, I got to go eat with him and hang out with him. Terry Bradshaw. I've got to go hang out with the mayor of Las Vegas, Ted Nugent.
That'd have been a cool one.
Ted Nugent actually came and rode out with me when I worked at my other department. His son played for a little town, and our town and their town were rivals. And I actually met him at a basketball game. I was working security. And I had my partner with me, Donna, and he was all about it. You know, he's like, "Oh my God, is that your drug dog?" I'm like, "No, it's my pet." "Yes, it's my drug dog," you know.
Surprise.
Yeah. And he's like, "Well, I'm Ted Nugent." I'm like, "Okay." He was like, "Hey, does your chief allow people to ride out?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'd really like to ride out with you." I said, "Okay, you got to write a letter to the chief on why you want to." "What's his name?" So I told him, and believe it or not, he actually wrote a letter to the chief. He's like, "Well, okay, here." And so he came and rode out with me, and he had a great time.
He didn't bring him by the house to let me meet him. I was probably at work somewhere out of town.
Man.
Because, you know, I was always out of town.
I used to, what's that TV show he had? The hunting show?
The
Something is Wild or
what was that?
Gremlin, can you look that up? Thank you.
I can't remember, but
she's going to look it up. Yeah, I used to love, because I think it would open up with him rocking out on stage, and then something is wild. Spirit of the Wild. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then got to meet Mr. Ass, Billy Gunn.
Oh, yeah. I've met him.
Who's Billy Gunn, Mr. Ass?
Wrestler
So
from Degeneration
back in the
X?
90s, there was a wrestling group called Degeneration X.
Oh, yeah, I
and they
remember
had
that.
Xbox.
Not
Xbox. X-Pac, China, Billy Gunn,
China.
Mr.
Gosh,
Ass.
she was around that long?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Triple H.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe this is when I was watching it.
And Road Dogg.
Road Dogg.
Yeah,
Road
okay.
Dogg.
I liked him.
We actually, the boys were 8 and 9,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And we actually flew into Florida to take them on a Disney cruise, which is the first cruise we'd ever taken. And I received an injury and got paid a lot of money for that injury. And so I was like, what am I supposed to do with this money? So what do? Went to Florida and took the kids on Disney cruise. In the airport, I see him coming through the luggage. I'm sorry, did I do something?
Oh, no, I'm popping my wrist.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
all these hand signs.
I know. What's that mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw him coming through the luggage check and everything, and I just walked over there, you know, stuck my hand out. He shook my hand. I introduced him. I said, "Listen, I know you're a busy man. Don't want to take up your time, but I got 2 little boys over here that would die if you would just say hi to them. I don't want an autograph. Don't want pictures. Don't want to mess with you." And he actually said, "Oh, no." So he comes over there, and he was so humble with our kids that he got down on his knees in that airport to look them at eye level, shook their hands. And back then they kept their hair burnt all the time. So he rubbed their hair and said, "Man, I love your hair," you know, and talked to them probably a good, 5 minutes or so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually gave him a time of day.
Yeah. Actually
huge.
gave them time, you know, and he said, he stood up and said, "You sure you don't want pictures?" "No, I don't want to bother you. That's not what this was about." He's like, "All right, well, I'm on my way to Houston to wrestle tonight."
So what, there was a wrestler named Rafiki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember him? And his special move was putting their face right in his butt cheeks.
Mhm.
Yep.
That always God, even for,
That's disgusting.
is wrestling real or acting to you?
It's acting.
Oh,
100%.
it's
Okay, I just want to make sure.
100%.
Some people believe it's
Yeah,
100%
no.
real fighting.
No.
So you do know that Rafiki is Dwayne Johnson's uncle, right?
No.
Yeah. Same
Oh,
Did
tribe.
you know that Andre the Giant was his relative as well? What?
Well, they were
can't
good
remember.
friends.
I thought they were relatives.
To-
Dwayne Johnson was.
To my knowledge, they were friends. They might have been. I don't know.
Are you on that, Gremlin? Yeah. But I thought they were relative.
I don't think
Relatives or
they're
not.
relatives.
I don't know.
Ken and I used to be real big into wrestling
Yeah.
during that whole
during
Rock, Stone
Triple H
Cold,
and all
Triple
that in
H, yeah.
China, and I said she
Stone
was
Cold.
back then, but that's when I
Stone
watched
Cold
it.
was my man. back
Yeah.
then.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, yeah.
And what about the sock puppet guy?
Well, which
Nick.
which persona
Foley,
of his?
Foley.
Nick Foley.
Yeah, the Foley. Yeah,
But
very good. They're not
Yeah.
related.
Yeah.
My bad.
it's
I
okay.
said so.
Well, I'm sorry. I was testing your knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm a plethora of useless knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, a plethora.
Okay.
That
I'm gonna
means a
test your.
lot.
I'm going to test your plethora.
Mhm.
Gremlin, give me an off-the-wall wrestling question to throw at these
Oh,
two.
I'm not that good.
Oh no! Oh, you want to talk shiznit, but you don't want to pay up. Come on,
That's right. I'm good at talking, but then I just, oh no, never mind.
just let's try one.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
who knows? If you actually impress me, then you win something.
Oh, nice.
A Chris Pie 5, maybe.
Is it your respect?
Oh, you already won that.
Okay. We're waiting.
At what WrestleMania did the Undertaker's streak end?
He went streaking?
no,
or did
no,
he
his
streak, his winning
in?
streak.
WrestleMania 38.
Complete guess.
Wait, I don't even know the answer. Hold on.
Do what?
I don't know the
That's
answer.
when his
Hold
streak.
on.
That's when his streak, WrestleMania winning streak, ended. Was WrestleMania
In
38.
WrestleMania. Okay.
The
'Cause
WrestleMania winning streaks.
I never could understand the wrestling schedule.
never understood
because there's
the
always
numbers,
belts
yeah.
for all kinds of stuff. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
hey, I
yeah.
thought there was one champion one.
It's saying 2014. I have no idea what.
Yeah. 2014 WrestleMania
What about what
38, same
WrestleMania
thing.
was 2014?
I have no idea.
I don't know how to figure that out.
I watched
but that makes
wrestling.
sense because
honestly.
didn't he retire shortly after?
No, he just retired a few years ago.
He looked like the Undertaker. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he looked old as dirt
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
there at the end.
What did you say again?
38.
It was 30th.
Oh, 30th. I'm
WrestleMania
sorry.
30.
Well, you know, when you get my age, they all run together.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, so far we opened up with your history, and well, we kind of went off some off the wall stuff too.
Yeah, we
but
did.
but we're going to wrap this episode up, take a little break, and then when y'all come back, we'll get a little more personal.
Uh-oh.
Maybe do a little role playing.
Yeah.
I like how you didn't even flinch. It's just, yeah. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, comments, or anything we stated that you want to know more about, down below, we'll get back with you each and every comment. Unless it's a rude one, then I might get back with you in a different way. But stay safe. Watch each other 6. Be back shortly.